I'm here this evening to address teacher retention. Most of our country is aware that there is a teacher shortage and retention is a problem nationwide. In a recent school board meeting, our board reassured the community with the statistic that ISD teacher retention is at 87% in comparison with 83.6% in the state of Missouri. There's little value in this statistic because Independence does not compare to inner city St. Louis, nor the rural areas, nor many places in between located throughout the state that are all included in this data. Valid data would be that of districts that surround us. So, a few of the surrounding districts information. Kansas City Schools has a 79% retention rate. Lee Summit has an 88% retention rate. Belton has 89%. Liberty has 92%. Of the 4 districts mentioned, 3 have better rates than ISD. Lee Summit School District produces an annual human resources report. Within that report, they include information about which districts their new teachers come from. The educators coming from the Independent School District nearly double the numbers from any other district in Kansas City. At the high school level, in the spring of 2021, Lee Summit High School lost 6 educators of their staff of 118. Lee Summit North lost 6 of 126. Lee Summit West lost 5 of 129. I taught at Truman for 13 years, and the staff is approximately 100. Every year since 2013, the building has lost 20 or more educators, with the exception of 2020. Truman High School had at least 25 alumni at one point. The total of alum currently employed there is 4. Truman is not alone in this statistic. Bryant Elementary had 9 teachers return this year in their staff of 24. In the past 4 years, 24 educators left the school, which has a total of 24 teachers. Each letter of resignation comes to you as a board. What questions are you asking? One would think there's a procedure for exit interviews. In fact, in a meeting, I was told that every resignation has an exit interview. However, upon my own resignation, I emailed the HR department to schedule one. I received an email that stated, "We do not conduct exit interviews." So not only are you denying the problem, you're lying about conducting interviews, and the worst part is you're not gathering data to try to fix the issues. Is this what's best for kids? How does this behavior align with your goals as a school board? One of your goals is to attract and retain quality educators. And according to data collected by St. Louis Today, the average number of years for educators teaching in ISD is 5. In Blue Springs, it is 8. In Lee Summit, the average is 8. In Raytown, it's 6. And in Liberty, it's 9. The only district surrounding Independence in which the average years matches ISD is the Kansas City School District. Can you provide data on how you're retaining quality educators? This data would entail some research on why educators are leaving. According to the Learning Policy Institute, teacher salaries and work conditions are 2 main contributors to the decision to leave an employer. So here are some stats comparing ISD to Kansas City districts. ISD ranks 5th in a salary comparison for beginning and master teachers. But for educators with their Master's Plus, ISD is ranked 17th. ISD high school teachers are the only ones in the Kansas City area who teach 7 classes total. In the other districts, educators teach 5 to 6. 6 of the school districts in our area offer more planned time than ISD. For those of you who do not know, the number of preps indicates how many classes teachers are preparing each day or every other day, depending on the schedule. In most area districts, those who teach core subjects are limited to 2 preps. The average preps in ISD is 3+. The Ford NGL Academies, which are often touted as the best programs ISD has to offer, were started in 2016. In those short 5 years, the spearhead of the program and many educators who were so inspired by what they saw at the model schools in Nashville have resigned from ISD. What does that data tell us?
You have 45 seconds.
In summary, educators in ISD are getting paid less to do more work in several domains. Then they have less planned time to prepare, grade, and simply breathe. To top that off, if they take a day off, they're treated like children who need a doctor's note to prove that they were sick upon their return to school. And when their coworkers are truly sick, mentally and physically ill, they are taxed with the duties of doing their jobs as well. I've heard members of this board point out that the community does not see behind the scenes work of the board members. I have a couple of responses to that. We've been asking to see, hear, and be more informed, yet the transparency is still lacking. I would also say that the members of this board are unaware of what is going on in the buildings behind the scenes. But what's most disappointing about it is that you are in control. You're watching talented, experienced, and invested educators walk out the door. Thank you for your time.